Liu Bei's reputation spread, and the foundations of Shu were strengthened with the capture of Mount Dingjun. Zhuge Liang then fortified the front lines at Hanzhong in preparation to invade Wei. However, it came at a cost, as Guan Yu fell to a combined attack from Wu and Wei while defending Jing province. Consumed by fury, Liu Bei ignored Zhuge Liang's advice and marched on Sun Quan, defeating him in battle. As a result, it came to a final showdown between Liu Bei and the ever-powerful Cao Cao. Knowing the difficulty ahead, Zhuge Liang hatched a brilliant plan in Hanzhong to clear the way for Liu Bei.
So hey, how's the planning and strategizing and all that coming along?
Fine. The only enemy that remains for us is Cao Cao. We need only cross these peaks of Hanzhong, and we...
I can't stand you. You're cold as ice, aren't you? You don't care about real people. Han Zhong's your only concern. Well, it was thanks to you that Brother Yu was killed. I know it's not your fault. People die in war. But do you have to be so cold and calculating just to take this stupid land?
I believe our Lord will serve all of the land well. I will do whatever is asked of me, just as you must do, using your great strength.
I don't need anybody to tell me that! Listen! We're going to take this land. Nobody's going to give up the fight! And you, don't screw up!
The land shall belong to our Lord Liu Bei.
We must capture Han Zhong in preparation for our fight against Cao Cao. Forward!
Sima Yi is certain to have laid traps. You must keep an eye on the enemy and advance with caution.
Rush the Shu main camp from the southeastern cliffs. Elevated land gives you the advantage. Use it.
The enemy is on the cliffs!
Attacking from the cliffs? I applaud you, Sima Yi. You are ingenious in the use of men. Here I go.
Let us have a glorious fight! What a disaster! I had no excuse for troubling you with this rabble. My beauty must not be soiled by defeat. I shall return.
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
That's how it's done. You inspire us all. Fight me now, for glory!
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. Bases are merely pawns in my larger strategy.
A true warrior indeed! You will carry our honor across the land! Let us be off. There is no chance of defeat with you on our side.
You have come too far. I cannot lose to an idiot like you.
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
Fools! You are stuck? Do not worry, it will be over soon.
The cradle of the Han will not be held by traitors. As king of Hanzhong, I shall take it back.
I pity you as well. Having such a weak husband must leave you unfulfilled, I would imagine.
There is none who can compare with my lord's wisdom and integrity. Not that you and your lord would know what that is.
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
My lord, an enemy force has appeared behind us. Our rear flank is vulnerable to attack.
Bases are merely pawns in my larger strategy.
The gods have answered us. We thank you for coming to our aid. So, you are next. I'll crush you.
We must hold the line.
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
This one is heroic. I guess I need to pick up the pace. It appears the resistance is futile.
I have failed. I must retreat until we meet again.
You would face me? Very well. Let it begin.
This is going to be a difficult fight. We must take care.
Bases are merely pawns in my larger strategy. Here I go. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. This is part of my plan.
You have surprising skills. How clumsy of me to have fallen into your trap.
This must not be.
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
A true warrior indeed! You will carry our honor across the land!
I do not consort with beasts.
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
Let us be off. There is no chance of defeat with you on our side.
There is only one path to victory, and the only way is forward. Let's go!
It appears the resistance is futile.
I would have thought you knew better than to come this far alone.
Here I go.
It was not your strategies that bested me.
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
very strong. We are being forced back.
The situation is dire.
I have come for your head.
Here I go. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. Here I go.
You're doing great. I will try to live up to your example.
Bases are merely pawns in my larger strategy. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
It appears the resistance is futile.
More of them are coming. Our position will crumble under these odds. Let me show you what I've got planned. Start the advance.
You believe your wits are a match for mine?
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
Let's go!
Here I go. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. Here I go.
A true warrior indeed! You will carry our honor across the land!
This is part of my plan. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
Fight me now, for glory! What a disaster! I have no excuse for troubling you with this rabble. Men, we must hold them back! It's do or die! More of them are coming. Our position will crumble under these odds.
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
We must rouse our ourselves for this fight!
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
I must pull back here. My ambition is not yet extinguished.
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
Well fought! Victory is ours! Cao Cao, it appears the final battle is before us.
The outcome turned out as I had planned.
The Wei army was forced to flee from Hanzhong, but managed to take both the provinces of Jing and Yang province. Coming to the conclusion that Shu was growing increasingly disadvantaged as time went on, Liu Bei advanced his troops to the plains of Wuzhang for a final confrontation with Cao Cao. Once again, time was against Zhuge Liang. He was exhausted from handling both the war and domestic affairs. But with Liu Bei just a step from success, Zhuge Liang roused himself one last time and set out for the final battlefield.
And that is the strategy we will follow. But my lord, what will be of even greater importance than strategy will be my lord's spirit, as well as those of all the soldiers who will be fighting in the battle today.
Ah. Today is the day when all the ambitions of Cao Cao come to an end. And the day when this long age of chaos will be brought to a close.
Not now. Not now. I can control the fate of this great army, but not my own body. Just a bit more. Just a little bit more. It's not for much longer. Then I can go when we've won.
This will be the final battle. My friends, lend me your aid.
We must not pursue them too far. Let us watch and see what they will do.
Enemy, no escape. We pursue.
Wei Yan, you must not go off alone. I knew it. I knew he would rebel against us.
Fighting amongst themselves? That works too well. Here I go. Move for the plateau.
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. Here I go. Bases are merely pawns in my larger strategy.
Let us have a glorious fight!
Here I go.
How could my beauty have fallen in such a way?
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
This enemy is clever.
Here I go.
Go back. Must recruit.
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
Prime Minister, our forces have arrived.
Just as I planned. Wei Yan, it is time. You and our reinforcements must take the enemy camp.
I fight for Liu Bei. Wait, all. Strong.
You think to outsmart me? Don't make me laugh.
Here I go. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
True to your reputation, such a display will boost the morale of our troops.
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
What a stunning display of strength! You have earned my respect!
I suppose death is something even I cannot overcome.
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
How could you do this to me?
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. Bases are merely pawns in my larger strategy. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
come for your head!
Here I go. My lord, more enemy troops are headed this way.
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
We must rouse ourselves for this fight!
So, you are next! I'll crush you!
My lord, a new enemy force has arrived at Wudang.
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
Fall back for now and regroup at the base.
Let us go, my husband. Our final destination is still ahead.
Outsmart me? Don't make me laugh. Men, we must hold him back! It's do or die! What a disaster! I have no excuse for trouble in this rabble. Men, we must hold him back! It's do or die!
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
A true warrior indeed! You will carry our honor across the land!
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
We cannot do the impossible! Fall back to your base for now!
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
I am sick of your face. You can die alongside your weak and pathetic lord.
Yes, Lord Liu Bei may be my enemy, but I would prefer his blood to that of your descendant. If you would prefer not to see my face, then allow me to close your eyes permanently. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
Zhuge Liang, if not for you,
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
My husband, you are indeed the incarnation of the dragon. I know your strength will come to me as well.
It is up to us to take out the enemy base.
This is part
Everybody,
of the plan.
follow me!
You saved me!
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
My head is most difficult to target.
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. This is part of my plan. Bases are merely pawns in my larger strategy. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind.
New world. Should now.
There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. This is part of my plan.
Friends, thank you. It has been a long and difficult road, but the chaos has fled. Now let us walk in a new and peaceful age.
The outcome turned out as I had planned.
Now we have our victory, and it's all thanks to you. I wanted to tell you that...
Forgive me for what I've done. Master Guan Yu, Master Peng Tong, please forgive me.
Stay! You can't leave. You can't go and die on me like this. You must live. I have no more need for your strategies, it's true. After all that you've done, you must live in the land that you helped to create.
My lord.
Are you sure you're strong enough to be up?
Yes. It appears that it is not yet my time to visit those who have left us forever.
Of course it isn't. You must not forget. You swore that you would walk by my side in the new land.
It's getting warm. Do you not smell the scent of the blossoms?
Yes. Spring is almost here. I would like for us to welcome it together. Look outside. Do you see the wonderful peach garden? It was there that my brothers and I swore our oath.